Are you sure? Oh, I'm just in here now. It's so blue. Wrong button. Am I recording? Oh, I am recording. Huh. Well, hello everyone. I guess today we're gonna do the, last three endings of Milk Outside of the Bag of Milk. The finale of the series. I really like this game. I'm gonna miss it. But, whatever. All things can't last forever, so, let's go through this one last time. Yeah, so for the last three endings, we just don't say anything. We don't go through the death. Instead of asking silly questions, help me find my fireflies. Well, let me just. God, I will. If I ever miss something, it's that. I will never forget that. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear this whole place apart. No, and no. If I make the smallest mess here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their place, and that's it. Why? I'm trying to come up with a reason right now. Who, me? No, of course not. I think you forgot to put up your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside of a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yeah! Oh my. I have an idea. I thought becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have movements where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. Sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. I don't know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I stop panicking as soon as I get into multiple choice situations. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. Do what you want. I go to the middle of my room and look around. Where would I hide if I was a tiny firefly? How is this so filling? My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. Look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls from out of my sweater. Howdy! The smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. Sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was in order, the firefly slowly drifts up and circles around my head a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. And now let's look for the others. Yeah. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, one of the endings needs you to get the laptop and go to the balcony. And that's it. One of them requires you get all the fireflies, laptop optional. Third one requires you just get the minimum amount of fireflies, do not trigger the laptop. So let's get the lazy ending first. Yeah, let's just do the lazy ending. The usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape, numbers are drawn on them. It's only the kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you knew them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing, it's more like claw marks. Thank you, Mom. I don't need your advice! The screen makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, Firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a business-like manner, it tears off in a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like year. Let's continue searching. So, if I remember correctly, yeah. Also, we're no longer interacting with the phone. Oh, what the fuck? I can't even act with the phone. I'm pretty sure this is the phone. Oh well. Pretty sure if I remember correctly, one in here, one in the pills, and then one in the nose. So let's just do pills next. I look at the mountain of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I almost skipped my dosage for the day. How reckless, I could have died. Hey, calm down, you already fixed that. Yes, but you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I have a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Ah, it's warm. The one of those words leave my lips. One of the balls overturns. Pills rain down from it, along with them. A firefly! Hooray! After circling with my head a couple of times, it finally ends in my palm. The firefly rushes up to my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, close straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. So then we need this one. This is my sketchbook. Half the pages in it are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that, really? Why? It's not obvious. If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get into the situation, so I can get to the stationery store on the floor. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one? Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a new notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? Then how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires of the sleeping bag, the cracks in the enlightenment, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool's missing two legs. Squat and look at it. Squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawings buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad, I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks through the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. A dizzying sound of pages then echoes in my head, with a headache in my head, and that's going to happen. The rustling stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It only means one thing. The notebook was open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I would have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait, open your eyes. No! It's okay, just do it. No way! I know you're lying. Calm down. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. No! Calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. Fine. I opened my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You're the smart one here, you tell me! Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages are moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it, I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grew louder. The pages lift up. I could almost see the outlines of the drawing on the previous pages. No way. Everything's in the past, should say in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it, I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! Then immediately stops for a moment. The world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies in and into my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then it buzzes, dies down. Whew. You okay? We're gonna try and time, so let's continue searching. Alright. I'm gonna look up something real quick and see if it's a good idea to save. Let's see. Collect 5. So. Okay. I think I can save here. I think I can save. Don't quote me on that. But this should be a different ending. Because then we can collect the computer and then collect backpack. So we might get some endings. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyways. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just gonna go back to the starting point, no change at all, a zero sum. Happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. Honestly. How do I get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, clean some air. Somehow those words trigger a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. So yeah. What are you gonna do now? That's just a silly question. I'm going to sleep, of course. That tomorrow will only come after a year, or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside my mortal shell, but at the same time, still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside of a bag of milk, and yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me. You don't understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. The day after tomorrow, and never ever. That's goodbye, then? No. That's one small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've learned out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite my little lip. Wait a minute. You're afraid to tell me? Yeah! I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you! I crawl into my sleeping bag. The little part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dream just won't come anymore. You don't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was just a joke. Well, anyways, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lie down, and started to imagine that I was watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appear in the most unexpected places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? And one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of my room and I couldn't move for a while. And then the silhouettes, stutters, and eyes were hanging over me, hissing. It was horrible. And, well deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, stutters, and eyes stay here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still just get to tell me out. Of course, this is listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I thought chaotically, twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh! I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, no one can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. If I did it correctly... Yeah! Oh, this is oddly terrifying. Oh dear. I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from the horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling... I know I spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high this column is. I don't know whether I've gone up or down. A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It's just a matter of time before the short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The walls, coarse surface scratch my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. And I'll stay here. I'll still here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. I won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends. It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body's trembling. But then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head? That doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhuman force, unaware of what's about to happen. I'll slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't! Amongst the silent scenes, a lonely coliseum, a colossus unmoving. Until the music stops, the bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing the thoughts of a haphazard string of words while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures just like mine spread into teeny roads endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like veins. there at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes sense. It both exists and not. I tried to remove the mind block, but to no avail. My brain's already at the mercy of a super creature. A moment passes and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction up, down, or the crowd rolls his blood on Wozok's hands. He runs away, and Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks onto the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you're living through that fear a lot recently, how does it manifest exactly? And so honestly, don't hide anything. I decide to descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in the wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imaginary imagery that will instill the feeling that everything is all it should be. And with time, it will create a new order inside of you. I don't doubt you're going through some hard times. You do have to make sacrifices, grow up. Only then you'll be able to attain the meaning of life. Don't you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world, it will once seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that then. Do you get it? You get it? You get it? Yes, even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? I think I just had an existential crisis. We have 2 more endings to do. Let's go for more. And you cried. Let's see here. Next ending. Trigger laptop. My favorite part is waiting for the credits to roll. This is fun. Now continue. Alright. The background. Oh no, the background's just going itself started up. Alright. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long, boring story. Wonderful, tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how to get in my room. One of my parents probably brought it there because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent my whole day in front of the screen. Games, drawings, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are on spot. Okay, I imagine. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives on the ground. You have everything for comfortable living. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I get it. Do you have anything else to talk about? Yeah. On the paternal subject anyways. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you into a pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's very comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have lots of neighbors here. The cages are identical to yours. And the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you're all the same. Apart from the fact that you were born at the shop. You'll ask, what does this indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forget what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time, try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them, impossible to count. Is it impossible to count though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they're walking into a pet store. Hey, don't get distracted. Oh, right. For my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them were into drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 2D modeling equally. I don't think that actually adds up to 100. I don't think that adds up. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59.5 friends on each side. Alright? You can't just split numbers evenly, no problem. But math doesn't work like that when it comes to our friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. Kinda, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood all my friends are dying the moment I turn off my computer. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you think what a computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friends, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing that reflects me is that I dim-faced. The web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters, words and actions from the web person, and just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. I need one. My mouth is killing me. One day, someone appeared from that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I lied and tricked me. Hey, look! Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets to the top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that for myself, if only I knew what. We'll take a cipher. Want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again and see if it comes back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the future course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. What about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, remind me with a code word. For example, a code word. I'll think of one later. But now let's keep searching for my fireflies. Lap down. Trigger second left cutscene by getting to the balcony. Alright. So this should, as long as I go to the balcony, this should get us the second ending. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyways. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going to go back to the starting point. Don't change at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much there too. Honestly. How about you go get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, beat it to bed. Somehow those words trigger a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. There's no way someone cares about you that much. Just for a couple of minutes, okay? New ending time. EB. God, I just love this picture in its entirety. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on the windows, the muffled voices coming from inside, the howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely living in endless silence. The apartment building seems pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and then the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed in on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course. However, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? Yeah, because whole fear of you're looking in every direction, but not up. I haven't really told you, haven't I? About you know. Can make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I take short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy, as if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, confuse. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts up against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I just recover the cold word. You were the one to remember your promise. You don't need a cold word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you've made that promise. And I'll keep it, but you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. Then down and imagine falling into the abyss. I had exactly 2 minutes to find me my end. I had a friend online, my best friend. Even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong, breaking rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart enough, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? But I try to say what I think out loud. I tend to make mistakes. Same. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after it contradicts my thoughts. And I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just be on and on. Why is everything so terrible? You'll get distracted. So, what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brilliant enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. Look at my teeth. The wind rips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes, as if it was a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anyone else in the world. You know what he did? Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's more important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm again assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. Around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch from me at the screens too. Put up an end to it. I decided a long time ago. Though, maybe I only decided that only... My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces of porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. God, my jaw's killing me. Fuck, Jesus Christ. I still have another ending to do after this. I return to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without second thought, I go towards my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Not just the silly questions. I'm going to sleep, of course. I already told you. Imagining myself to be outside my mortal shell, at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Milk outside of a pack of milk. Yet. You're gonna have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time's running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow, and never ever. That's a goodbye then. No, I have one small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I thought out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? We'll see tomorrow. No, I won't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I never scratch my wrist and bite my little lip. Wait a minute. You're afraid to tell me? Yes! I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Boy, no, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hear to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You didn't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with that at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know it was a joke. Anyways, I wash my face, brush my teeth, lie down, and started dreaming. I didn't sleep, of course. Always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It's scary, you know? And one day, I almost died. Just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then the silhouette said his eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible and well deserved, I guess. It felt like that guy was caught in the biggest lie of my world. In the world. Yes. It felt exactly like that. After that, it stopped. But the silhouette's his eyes stayed here. I guess I like this place. They always follow me in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kinda scared of them, and can't even argue with them. But today, well, too scared to tell you. Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use their hands. Alright. I'll start chaotically twirling my thumbs around it with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I'm trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, no one can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to. I don't have any idea how to tell a bedtime story though. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm not sure that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's work on something actually boring. Fine. Close your eyes. I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without setting up. No furniture, just naked walls, no single door. You get muffled sounds coming from the side of it. Scary sounds. I hit my knee and wrap myself in a sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. It's pretty spacious. I still can't shake this feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket, and the faint blue glow that sneaks into the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of that door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct every passing second. Somewhere there's something that's getting closer. I go into a ball, trying to take up little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way? In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then quickly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upwards, squeaking. Small debris, it's falling on my head. I squint a little, raise my head, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run into it from one wall to another deliriously. The wall runs away from me. Making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I sit in this endless darkness, and the only door is watching me with its eye. I can't perfectly avoid it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls from the other side. However, now I don't even have a choice anymore. so I come up to the door and reach out towards it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hand stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it trying to grab its handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away and I fall into the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door, stupid nasty cursed door, I hate you. I hate you! I screamed at the top of my lungs. I finally let out the despair that I had bottled up. I was going to realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. Oh, no. I haven't stopped screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over, and the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you! A voice is coming from the other side of the door. I'm here! Come closer! I scream twice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, though my ears are buzzing. The biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, who are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for a minute or 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer at the same time. The distance between us haven't grown either, which means I managed to hit speed. I just need to make one final push. I got the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. My face first onto the ground at ridiculous speed. I slowly steady my feet like that thanks to inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab empty space. Tears streaked down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I tried to wipe them, but I screamed, make my hand away the moment I touched my face with my lips and nose, and now a mushy mess. Somebody help! The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciating long time. However, at some point, the silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you! I try to reply, but stiffly whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. Take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop and rest for that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I heavy, rapid breaths in reply. I fall from exhaustion. I'll fall from exhaustion if I'll utter a single word. Still, I'm thankful to them, and don't want to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Ready to trust my brain. I know the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. Oh, go away! I finally grasped the handle and opened the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in grass. Small water, earth, and the dampness of the night and grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with the sound. I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up full of anticipation. I see an endless field into the sky without a single star and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything but the no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again. But this time, I'm looking at the darkness of the night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference though? The wind howls. It's clearly upset. What can I do about it? I hear an indescribable echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else. Doesn't even matter. I'm in the grass. Nobody can see me. The echo goes closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in panic. Where's that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but I got an instant reply. Hey, I can hear you. My voice comes across the field, mixed with the rustling of the grass and the howls of the wind. It feels like I'm about to get absorbed by them, but... Hey, who are you? I can't understand where should I run to and if I should run at all. Someone clearly wants me to find them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heel. I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just not a single tree or stone around, only an endless wide field. I hear a sounding painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The scream turned into a cry. I carefully raise my head, so scared to death. Somewhere very far away, among the thick glass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. Though, it's not a scream, like a whisper or a wheeze. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going mad, and the black spot is just a stone or a tree? I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. A feeling of pain and unexpected dread grows inside me. A stone? A tree? Why the hell does it feel so endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know it's chasing me. The sounds reaching my ears become even stranger, louder, more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally I stop, I run out of breath, and at the brink of dying. At least I think so. A horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively and, for some reason, try to shield my face, but in the end, losing my balance, falls to the ground. We got surprised with a nasty crackling rustle. I've had enough. I spring up, the sword is still there, at the same distance as before, standing there within an inch. I'm scared, you know. Why would you do anything? Why wouldn't you do anything? Zelda trembles and then starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by new sounds, wheezes, moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched, speaking a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away! After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, once through the skies, fields, consumed by the sticky, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, run again. No, no, no. Oh, go away! An unknown force turns ahead with a crunching sound. The darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. Well, my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prevent me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent whole days in front of the screen. Gaming, drawing, engineering calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives on the ground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Alright, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives on the ground. You have everything for comfortable living. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Fine. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's venticle. I reach for it. It gets on the top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think they're trying to say something. I can't. I can't see that myself. I can see that myself. If only I knew what it was. Looks like a cipher. Do I want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. Firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it stops glowing again, as if it's come back to its senses. For some time it thinks about further course of action, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. I look down, a school bag, worn down and silly. It's almost screaming at its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly, its contents also regurgitated, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I didn't remember this. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You just go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. You sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. What do you like the most then? Well, the rooms are really bright, not like at home. That's it. Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They all got taught off so hard. I saw gently, absorbing the warm memories. Never graduated though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago. The tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us. We had dinner. We went to our rooms. I guess that day had absolutely no special meaning for you. Like I told you, it was just a normal day. Okay. Good. I look back again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. And there are also shadows underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyways. Though I almost ended up kicking the bag in a fit of anger. I just saw myself in the nick of time. If I move even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I go blind. As that happens countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You don't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see a small insect is crawling towards me from my back. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down and pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and it flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speeds. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly, and turn to my ear. It's exactly what happens after it gets inside. It buzzes for a while, and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that there's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. I've managed to get all my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyways. Why not? If I lose something and find it, it's just going to go back to the starting point. No change at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think about it too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. I gotta get some fresh air before sleeping. Well, what do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe some air. Somehow those words trigger a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think that's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you going to do? What are all these silly questions? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year, or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, at the same time still being me. It's ridiculous. Like milk outside of a bag of milk. And yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow, and never ever. That's goodbye then? No. I have one small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I'm feeling out way too much today. A lot of stuff I've wanted to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I won't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratched my wrist and bit my lower lip. Wait a minute. You're afraid to tell me? Yes, I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that if something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. I crawled into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room was very cold. I hurried wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me when I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Oh, but anyways, wash your face, brush your teeth, lie down. I started imagining that I was watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course. I'd always have to sleep in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know. And one day I almost died. Just popped in the middle of my room, couldn't move for a while. All the silhouettes, stutters, and eyes were aching over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess? I feel like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world, yes. It feels exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, stutters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow me in my wake, peeping at me. I'm kind of scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me. Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hand. Alright. I thought chaotically toying with things and enthusiasm from complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I'm trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. No one can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not, and meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. Another terrible morning. Boo. I'm so afraid someone's so stupid. I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Ugh. Another terrible morning. Boo. Why is my face so stupid? I wonder what the others at school think. Well, it's not that I don't care too much. I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Ugh, another terrible morning. Boo. My face was so stupid. Wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I don't care too much. I don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Ugh, another terrible morning. Boo, what's his face so stupid? Wonder what the others at school will think. Well, I don't care too much. I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school think. Well, it's not that I don't care too much. I don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school think. No, it's not that I don't care too much. I just want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school think. Well, it's not that I don't care too much. It's just I don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hurry up. Yes, Mom. Another terrible morning. Boo, why does my face look so stupid? I wonder what the others at school think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Shut up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Another terrible morning. Boo, why does my face look so stupid? I don't know what the others at school think. Well, I don't care too much. I just want Brennan to lose on my first day. Shut up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hurry up. Yes, Mom. Good morning. I feel wonderful today. Oh yeah, ready for my first day at school. Hurry up. Yes, Mom. Take care.